Coming up on the Hyperspace Vault, we're going to unbox this awesome Luke and Yoda 40th Anniversary Empire Strikes Back Jedi Training set. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Always with you, it cannot be done. Do you not think that I say?
Master, moving stones around is one thing. This is totally different.
No different. Only different in your mind. You must unlearn what you have learned.
All right, I'll give it a try.
No. Why not? Do. Or do not. There is no try.
Welcome, Star Wars fans and collectors. Dave and Alex here from the Hyperspace Vault, and today we're going to be unboxing this awesome Luke and Yoda Black Series set. Looks really cool. You get Luke, Dagobah Luke, a new Yoda, a new smaller Yoda, the little basket that he rides in, and some other accessories. Before we get started, make sure you like this video, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to us. When we reach 500 subscribers, we're going to be having this awesome giveaway of the Mandalorian carbonized figure. So please subscribe and give this video a like. Alright, let's take a look at the box here. This packaging here is considered D4 for the deluxe, fourth figure in the deluxe line.
It even has the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back logo on it, because it is, well, 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, and it's printed on the box. It's not a foil sticker like the figures. And then down below we have the classic Kenner Empire Strikes Back logo. And then some Gregory Titus artwork on the box. And this may be, this could be his last artwork. He's not doing the artwork for the new boxes. So his artwork is going to be pretty limited, what we see here from now on into the future. Wave 25 is also the last of the red and black boxes. Now, the boxes will continue on some of the special editions like the carbonized and the gaming greats. I think are going to continue using those boxes. But as far as I know, his artwork is not going to be featured in the new art boxes. There's some other people doing the artwork on the new boxes. So let's turn this box around and take a look at the back. You have this awesome artwork with Luke and Yoda. Yoda on the backpack. And then we have a small description on the back.
Luke Skywalker and Yoda Jedi Training. Commemorate the 40th anniversary of the Empire Strikes Back with Luke Skywalker and Yoda figures. At the urging of Obi-Wan, Yoda agreed to instruct Luke, developing his Jedi abilities.
Alright, let's get this cracked open and take a look on the inside. Oh wow, there's another Yoda head sculpt in this pack. I didn't realize that. So here is the complete blister pack out of the box, and you can see all the accessories here. There's an extra set of hands, a additional Yoda head sculpt with closed eyes. I had no idea that this set came with that. Then you get the backpack, Luke's blaster, Yoda's cane, and then of course Luke's lightsaber. A really cool set. I really like these additional features. Alright, out of the box, first impressions. This is a really good figure. I really like the paint apps on this figure. A lot of dirt wash and stuff on it. Yoda looks good too. He is a lot smaller, but he still has articulation. And actually, I believe he may have some additional articulation. And the head sculpt is really good, and I think it may be the same head sculpt from the previous Yoda from like the archive figure. Alex, what are your first impressions?
I think it's really good, especially how the Yoda could fit in the backpack, and then you could put the backpack on Luke and stuff, and like the hands that'll make them do like a handstand and stuff, and the lightsaber, which is about the same as every other Luke lightsaber that we got. The articulation is surprisingly good because, you think the backpack would hinder it, but no, not really at all. And, yeah, just a really good figure. I like the face sculpt. The legs are a little flimsy, and the hair looks good, in my opinion.
All right, so we got some extra accessories here. Got a set of hands. This hand here appears to be like Luke using the Force. This hand here is supposed to be for a handstand, and this figure is supposed to be specially weighted to be able for Luke to do that handstand, like when he's meditating using the Force. And you get Luke's blaster that just fell on my fingers. And one odd admission here is you don't get Luke's blaster belt, his belt and holster. That would have been a nice touch to, attach to his figure if you wanted to, do some of those scenes from when he had his blaster belt on. So, yeah, that's kind of a strange admission. I would have liked to have seen that. And then here is the additional head sculpt of Yoda with his eyes closed. It looks absolutely really good. I mean, look, and the ears. The ears have a little bit different sculpt to them. So, let's see if we can get that to focus a little better. So, yeah, that looks really good. And, of course, you can kind of reenact that scene when Yoda's lifting the X-Wing out of the swamp with this head sculpt. All right, let's take a look at Yoda here. This is a new Yoda, and it is probably more in proper 6-inch scale than the Yoda that we got previously. So this guy's a little bit smaller, and actually quite a bit smaller, I think. And he looks pretty good. So let's take a look under the cloak here. And, oh yeah, he does have knee joints. So you can articulate his legs a little bit. And they do swivel also. And then let's roll up the sleeve here a little bit and check out his arm. And he does have an elbow joint. And his arm goes all the way around. And you can articulate that elbow joint. And his arm does come up some. So, really nice Yoda. And there's his feet. And his feet do rotate also. Okay, here's a quick size comparison. On the right, we have Archive Yoda. And then, of course, on the left, we have the new downsized Yoda that came with this set. Now, right off the bat, I like the head sculpts look. I think they're the same. But right off the bat, I like the paint apps better on the Archive Yoda. The Yoda paint apps, the paint apps on the head on this Yoda look a little too dark. I like his eyes better on the Archive. He has nice bright eyes on the Archive figure. And it looks like there's like some black wash or something over this new Yoda's face. And it kind of darkens up his eyes, and his facial features are a lot darker looking. So I like the paint apps better on the Archive Yoda. And as far as the size, I think the new Yoda is a good size. And just for another comparison, the Archive Yoda, there's no way he's fitting in that basket. So, you can see how big the original Yoda is. So, all right, and just a real quick comparison between the 40th anniversary Luke Bespin and this new Luke Dagobah. The Luke Dagobah is not my favorite Luke head sculpt, but it is nice. The hair, I really like the hair. The hair is sculpted really nice, but overall, I like the Bespin Luke head better. Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I like the Bespin Luke better. The hair for the Dagobah Luke kind of fits Dagobah since it's like a swampy planet, and there was that one scene where he was swimming around in the swamp to get to shore after R2-D2 fell off his X-wing in the big puddle.
And also here you can see that the Dagobah Luke is completely new. They didn't use the legs from the Bespin Luke here. This is all new sculpting and new legs here. So this figure is completely new. So, you know, at first you thought maybe they could just use the bottom portion of this figure and make a new top portion, but this whole figure is new. So that's really nice. Let's take a look at this new Luke figure, and let's go over some articulation points. Now, this is our first figure. This has the new knees that the Black Series figures are going to be using. So there's no more like double jointed knee there. So it actually looks a lot better. I mean, when you have this, the moldings and stuff, it's hard to see that knee joint now. So it looks really cool when you have the figure posed. And as far as articulation, you still get the same, pretty much the same amount of articulation, and the knee does swivel now. So, and then down below you have a swivel and rotating ankle, and then you have an upper thigh rotation also. And then moving up, the arms have the new elbow joint, and you can get past 90-degree rotation on that. So, and then of course you get the hinge and swivels on the wrist, and then there is also a butterfly joint in the shoulder. So you get a lot of range with this figure. And then since he's not wearing a uniform or anything, there's really nothing to restrict your articulation on this figure. You also have the torso crunch articulation, and his neck is on a double ball joint. You have the upper ball joint and another lower ball joint down here. So you have some extended movements on his neck and his head. So you can push that forward or push it back, and then move his head up and down also, and side to side. So very, very nice, very good articulation. Works out very well. And then of course on the back of the figure is clean like normal, except there is just a slight dirt smudge right there, but no dirt at all on the bottom or the back of the legs.
Why do they always do that?
So then you can see there all the dirt on the front, and no dirt on the back. All right, so let's try to do the handstand that Hasbro has proclaimed with this figure. So we're going to swap out the hands, and I'm not sure which hand is it that he stands on. The right? Mm-hmm. All right, so let's pull out the hand, and let's install this hand. Now this hand also swivels, but you want it to... So he's going to stand on this hand, then he's going to have this arm extended out. Is that right?
I think so.
And you're going to have to separate his legs out.
So he said he specially waited to do the handstand?
Yeah. The one-armed handstand. It's just a matter of getting it balanced just right. And so far, he is wanting to fall over, so... Okay, so here we finally got it to work. So it takes a lot of patience and a lot of finagling the figure, getting him in the right position to get this to work. But it does work, if you spend some time doing it. But you know, and he's not going to stand there for very long either. So like, it's not going to be a permanent display. So, but it does work if you have the patience to get this figure to do this. But yeah, just make minute little changes until you get the balance just right, and it does work. Okay, Alex, what are your thoughts on this figure? How do you rate Luke and Yoda?
I think on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it a 10. There really isn't anything wrong with this figure if you think about it. It kind of is really good, actually. The Yoda, I think, is a way better scale to the last one once you compare them. And just the figures overall are really good, except for, you know, what Dave said, the Yoda face sculpt is just a little too dark. Say for me about that. I think that as well. I think the face sculpt for the archive Yoda is way better. I'm not saying it's like worlds better. I'm just saying it's like better than the new Yoda, but that doesn't give the new Yoda, that doesn't make me have a bad opinion about him. It's still a good figure. He has a fair amount of articulation, enough for his size, and the Luke is really cool as well, with the different molding and stuff, and also the different hands, which we don't get on Black Series figures a lot. So, Dave, what do you think about these two figures?
Yeah, I'm going to rate them 5 stars. This is an excellent set. Yeah, the figures are excellent, very well detailed. The new Luke figure is, even though it's not my favorite head sculpt for Mark Hamill likeness, it is still pretty decent, and I like the hair sculpt on it. It looks really good, and the arms are sculpted good, and those elbow joints are really nice, where they, you know, it still looks like a fairly realistic arm. And then going down the figure, yeah, the paint apps and everything look really good. Yoda is nice too. Nice to have a downsized, probably scale accurate Yoda finally. But the paint apps on his head, I think, are a little too dark, and around his eyes are too dark. I prefer the head of the archive figure a lot better with the bright eyes. So, and even though, and I feel like I wish that this set came with Luke's gun belt and holster for his pistol, because you get his pistol, but yet there's no holster or gun belt. So I kind of wish that was a snap-on accessory that you could snap on his waist. And also the basket, which we didn't take a close look at. The basket is really nicely molded, and you have one attachment point that unbuckles here. So you just put it around the figure and then snap that in, and then so you see the buckles there have some paint app on them. If we can get the camera to focus. There we go. So you can see the buckles have paint apps on them, and it's all soft plastic, so it's really nice little basket there for Yoda to ride in. So altogether, this set is a must-have if you're a fan of Empire Strikes Back, and especially this year with the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. I believe this set is a must-have for the Black Series. You can find this set right now. We got lucky enough to find it. We found it at Target, and also Walmart's going to be getting this set in pretty soon. Haven't seen it at Walmart yet, but right now Target got it early. So Target has got this before anybody else. And if you're lucky enough, you should be able to find it on the shelf. And then later Walmart will have this. I don't know if Meijer will have this set or not, but definitely Walmart. It was in their planogram for their summer reset. So Walmart will definitely be getting these in. And retail price is $44.99, which is a decent price for this set. You get 2 figures and the accessories. So, yeah, highly recommend this set. 5 stars for me. Alright, that wraps up this video. Be sure to like this video. If you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing to us and hit that notification bell. That way you're alerted to when we make new videos. And leave us a comment down below. We love interacting with our audience. And tell us what you think about this Luke and Yoda Black Series figure set.
May the Force be with you, always.